Check.
Testing 1, 2. This is the Mr.Nobody podcast.
That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want.
That's what we want. Do you ever notice that adults are really just bigger children? I mean, there are, I'm trying to find the right words, there are developmental upgrades. You don't sound convinced. I'm not even sure that's true. I did hear a kid in a tram, his little cart, screaming at his mother whenever he wanted something. And I do mean screaming.
That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want.
And sometimes when I observe children, I think, that's what I do. Is there toxic femininity? But it's almost an extension of childhood. Foot stamping, tantruming. It's frightening watching adults tantrum. Like when you saw that guy throw an ashtray out his window at another car. Yeah, that was pretty toxic. What if women?
Here we go.
What if women were categorically bigger and stronger than men?
That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want.
Let's say by a factor of 3. I'd be fucking scared. In public.
Fire.
They'd just grab a man and shake him. Man shaking. Throw him out of a subway. That's toxic.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
Power.
That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want.
Power differential. If I was a woman of 3 times their strength, physical power, violence, force. You could say stuff like, shut the fuck up, to a toxic man. Or else, they wouldn't drive so recklessly. Along the same lines, I was thinking you should do less thinking. If aliens had humans for pets, go on. They would walk them around on leashes or harnesses. Hopefully harnesses that would leave the genital areas free. And that's not the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing is running into each other on the alien streets naked while they took us out to poop. Hey, Bill. And running into each other and being like, how's it going? How the fuck do you think it's going, man? These assholes want me to snuggle, play with them, cuddle, and you wouldn't believe what they feed me. They feed me mush that they think I want, that they think I would like. You know, my daughter always calls me when I'm doing this stuff. Let's see what's up.
Hello?
Hi, honey.
Hey, how's it going?
I don't mention I'm talking about aliens and their human pets. How are you, honey?
Just wanted to know what your plan is.
Yeah. What is my plan? I am transporting her a car,
I'm just gonna park it in her parking garage in her building.
etc. You get, and you'll send me the coordinates. I use the term coordinates, like in Star Trek.
Same address that I gave you, but there's a garage that's attached to the building. She said, don't want to make it complicated for you, like I can just tell you, like I can just tell you. She seems like a little nervous, her mom. She was putting in the garage and she's gonna give her your name so you can go whenever tomorrow.
Cool. I don't really have a name. Sounds good. Why don't you text that to me since I'm working on a composition right now?
Okay. I don't really want to give her your number because then she'll probably bother you.
I take that in for a second and then I say, bother away.
Alright, sounds good. Do you know what time you're gonna come?
She used a very interesting inhale sound. Let's play around with that.
What is your plan during the day and stuff?
And stuff. At this point, I utter some words about things I might do up there. I'm really going to give my mother a computer that I bought for her. Is that virtue signaling? I'll come to you first. I'm basically reassuring my daughter that I'm doing this errand for her and not wanting to interfere with her plans, but hang out with her and see my mom. And also, I'm supposed to visit with my sister.
Well, she just casually mentioned it. We didn't make an actual plan because I didn't know what you were doing. So I can see if she wants to do that. But then are you going to stay here? Are you going to stay with
I know
them?
what she's asking. She needs to make a concrete plan, but I'm not going to stay there because it reminds me too much of my son. There's many pictures, too many memories.
Well, you should come. You can come swimming or something during the day. It's supposed to be good weather. The pool is really warm. Just let me know, your time.
I will contact you in the morning and give you an ETA so you don't have to wonder. Wonder. It's a beautiful word.
Okay. I'll send you any information that I have, and I'll text that lady too.
Okay. Did you hear that little ratchet sound? I don't even know what that was, but let's play around with it.
Okay. Bye.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
It's the most important thing to get a call from my daughter. After the last phone calls I had with my son, I take nothing for granted. He and I talked about his dentist, his school, some people he was looking at while he was on the phone, his bike. Can't believe that was the last fucking phone call. I try to appreciate every day where there's not a tragedy going on. By the way, a tragedy is where the proponent destroys themselves. So my son's death was a tragedy. Sometimes they called 9/11 a tragedy, but technically it was was a mass murder. Our words matter.
That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want.
When possible, our terms should be precise, not weaponized to deceive each other. Working on apartments lately, I'm sick of it. Yeah, I'm sick of it. I mean, I gotta make some money and all that stuff, but you know, I want to keep my priorities straight, and primarily I'm a guitarist. I even got paid to do a gig on yesterday. On yesterday. You just said that. The gig was hilarious, really, because the manager of this fancy fucking place we were playing didn't know we were coming. But came we did. And play we did. And it was just fun. Fighting through tunes. Surviving. Thriving. One of my favorite things is when the tunes derail, stuff happens that you can't predict, and you have to find your way back in a musical way, energy and timing and humor, intelligence. But that's my favorite thing. Playing is easy when everything's going right. It's fun when shit goes wrong. Maybe wrong is right. I shouldn't even say anything about it. It's nonverbal. I thought I would reveal something to you that's not comfortable. It's confusing. But it happened to me. At one point, about a year ago, I was so disgusted with drug addicts and drug dealers and the folly and waste and bullshit associated with crime and shortcutting and killing yourself and being an asshole. Yeah, being a fucking asshole. I looked into getting a gun.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not happy you're here.
I even filled out an application for the city that I live in, where they don't want you to have them. For me, there was two components. Fear and anger. That really drove that fantasy. I had two little narratives in my mind. One was, I need a gun in case anyone comes through my door, and I'm just gonna shoot. I mean, I've got knives and sticks and pokers and fucking, that's fear. Things to throw, and sometimes bad people do come through the door, and they deserve to get shot. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to stab. I acknowledge that, or wrestle. I have met extremely shitty people. Unwrestlable people that should not come through my door or anyone's door. And if they did, yeah, the balance of power would be very tilted by a factor of 3. And then the other one was hate. Yep, or anger. Hate, or a blending. A hate, anger, milkshake. There you go. Where I see the drug dealers on the corner of my block, and I just want to shoot them. Just being honest. I wanted to shoot them.
Any equipment in the
And I'm only revealing this because it's extremely uncomfortable. Shadow. Part of you. Shadow awareness. The dark part of you. Listen to these children bickering at each other. Toxic. It doesn't matter what they're saying. It's toxic masculinity. It's the vibration. They sound like children, don't they? It's toxic. In this case, masculinity. But anyway, back to the gun. Oh yeah, the gun. After a few days or weeks, I realized this is totally fucked up. It was just poisoning my brain. Not the protection part, like, I understand wanting to protect yourself, but it's such a slippery slope because of the power differential, the vibration, the cause and effect, the new age vibration, and more the consciousness, like my mind, who I was. You think when I was, the gun protects you, thinking I needed that gun, or not needed, but wanted. Yeah, wanted it. You wanted it. Because it was a way of hating. I personally don't like guns. When you live in a city like I do, where I do, you're never happy to encounter one. They're for assholes. And nobody who has a gun in this city has it for a good reason. Maybe that's too broad a statement. You mean some, you know what I'm saying? Some guns are cool. The guns that go off in this city are just killing people. And they're fucking assholes that are killing people. Yeah, I'm talking about those guns. Nothing righteous or cool. It's a power differentializational, just violent bullshit vibration, where the gun changes the power structure. If you've got the gun, it's like, and usually it goes off in anger. It's like in Chekhov, where the gun is in the first act. And it will get shot. Let's face it, by the last act, it makes a weak person stronger. Because he knew that guns change the equation. And it changes the outcome of a situation instantly. Where I can understand why I would want to have that. And that's just too much power. It's too much power for most people. Even for me. This is a deep issue because the state, like the police, the army, they have guns. I'm completely ignorant of so much statehood requires. Sometimes I just shake my head, a power differential, at myself. I'll give you an example. I've been talking out my ass about mystery religions. Yes, you I might have peppered that and guns conversation with the word Gnosticism or Gnosis, ignosis. And over the last couple weeks, as I have been working, I have been listening to lectures on what that actually is. Fortunately, so much great information is out there, and it's detailed and rich, even though it was a heresy and suppressed, hidden. Many of the books and writings and names and stories and myths have been destroyed, genocidally wiped out. Things do survive, often because of the people who opposed it, left detailed arguments against it. Your enemies have brought you back to life. But as I was getting into it, I was like, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm studying it, I'm learning it. So much bullshit. And there are things about Gnosticism that truly do reflect the mystical experience I had go on, such as the unity of my consciousness or my essential stuff with the essential, you can't even talk, essential consciousness of the universe. Sounds ridiculous, but words fail. I think you understand, though. In my case, I didn't understand intellectually. I experienced this. And I share it with you because it's had an extraordinary effect, more powerful than any weapon or gun, such as I don't hate my son for killing himself anymore. I don't feel it. I see the drug dealers. I don't hate them anymore. And I did report them to the cops. Yeah. I went up to a couple of city cops and I said, hey man, the fucking drugstore's back open. Just FYI. And they were like, okay man, thanks. And I left it at that. Cops have the shittiest job, don't they? Because those assholes don't care who they kill. They have to clean up societies. But I don't hate them like I used to. Shittiest moments. It's like that kind of, that's why we hate cops. Bitter, poisonous, toxic, who emotion has left my body. Abuse the power differential. Abuse their guns. And as I have been reflecting on that and asking what's going on here, yeah, what the fuck is going on? What I can say is that the experience of leaping beyond the just now or here and now to something universal, timeless, so much vaster, that has that as part of it. You're part of it. In the sense that folly is just part of nature, when it's part of human nature, that's for sure. Shit, I want to say free will is involved, but who knows? That's another conversation. I felt myself turn inside out, like a vacuum cleaner bag that you rip open. But I was turned inside out, like a vacuum cleaner bag, ripped open. The song of a thrush gets buried alive. Here's a song. The dragons don't thrive. Even the bees break out in hives. Have you heard the joke that we're out of time and falling behind? We don't even stop to hear the punchline.
That is true.
Life can be so unfairy. Just ask your apothecary. If you think it's ordinary, you'll miss what's grand. The light of the moon just peters out. We're sure of our doubt. You don't even know that you know what the moonlight's all about. With you there'd be nothing, so much nothing. With you there'd be nothing without. What is this song about? It's Inside Out.
It's inside out. It's inside out.
Turning inside out. Song of a thrush gets buried alive.
Fire.
The dragons don't thrive. Even the bees break out in hives. Have you heard the joke that we're out of time and falling behind? Don't even stop to hear the punchline. Life can be so unfairy. Just ask your apothecary. If you think it's ordinary, you'll miss what's grand. The light of the moon just peters out. doubt. You don't even know that you know what the moonlight's all about. With you there'd be nothing, so much nothing. With you there'd be nothing without.
Fire.
Mr. Nobody. Inside Out.